You're watching TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.
Good afternoon. Today is Friday, September 23rd. I'm Corey Lang.
And I'm Jared Wilber with this week's TCTV News Update. Although the election is not until November 8th, the campaign trail has not stopped for either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump. According to the New York Times, the latest election polls have Hillary Clinton holding a 2 percentage point lead over Donald Trump, but this is significantly lower than the 8% lead she held for most of August. While independent candidate Gary Johnson is 32% behind Clinton, neither Clinton or Trump have been able to separate themselves from each other, with less than 2 months remaining for the race for president of the United States, and it is far from over. In Shelby County, Alabama, an oil spill estimated to be between 6,000 to 8,000 barrels caused a price surge in retail gasoline on the East Coast. Gas went up more than 15 cents in a week in most states across the coast, leading to long lines forming at gas stations. Colonial had to shut down its main pipeline, but has built another line around the leak. They also have announced that the pipeline will be reopening Wednesday, September 21st. It is unclear how quickly this may affect gas prices on the East Coast. While commemorating the 15th anniversary of 9/11, Hillary Clinton began to feel ill and attempted to leave the event. Video shows her clearly having a medical episode. After the video went viral, many statements were released about Clinton's health, including statements such as she felt overheated to allergies, and an official statement has been released that Clinton is currently suffering from pneumonia. Questions are now being raised about Hillary's ability to continue running or her ability to run our country if her illness continues. Pneumonia can be fixed with antibiotics, but a shaken-up campaign may not.
New York City and New Jersey endured a weekend of terror. 2 bombs were exploded and several were removed by bomb squads. On Saturday, September 17th, the first homemade bomb exploded at 9:30 a.m. inside of a garbage can along the route of a Marine Corps 5K race in Cedar Park, New Jersey. It injured no one, but did delay the beginning of the race. Later that Saturday night, at 8:30 p.m., a bomb exploded on West 23rd Street in Chelsea, neighborhood of New York City. 29 people were injured. A third device was then found on the West 27th Street on Sunday. It is believed to be made out of a pressure cooker. This device was removed and never exploded. Also on Sunday in Elizabeth, New Jersey, a bag with 5 explosive devices was found in a trash can outside of the Elizabeth train station. This bag was promptly removed by bomb squad as quickly as possible. One of these devices did explode with being disarmed by a robot. After a manhunt conducted by the FBI, Ahmad Khan Rahami was arrested and charged with 5 counts of attempted murder of law enforcement officers after a shootout with police in Linden, New Jersey. Sources say Rahami is directly linked to the bombings of the past weekend. For the first time in nearly 3 decades, American Airlines has changed their employee uniforms. The world's biggest airline has revealed the long-anticipated uniform and will affect 70,000 workers in all departments of the company, such as customer service, flight attendants, pilots, and airline club workers. The new uniforms include slate gray, cobalt, and white. Known for being one of the most congested bridges in the area, the Liberty Bridge in Pittsburgh went up in flames on September 8th. The fire started when a 30-foot pipe of steel bent and sparked against another pipe. These sparks quickly ignited nearby tarps and spread to other items that were in place for the construction projects that were already occurring. The bridge is closed to all traffic while the contractors responsible for the mishap work to get portions of the bridge open to vehicles. The sarcasm that all Americans know was recently outlawed in North Korea. According to reports, Kim Jong-un made this law official when he has witnessed that people have only agreed with him ironically. The government officials in North Korea were warned that if they use sarcasm in any way, they will not be forgiven. Kim Jong-un is blaming the United States for making this law. Jong-un's main point behind all of this is for people to keep their mouths shut.
Here's hoping that our professors have not been inspired by North Korea's new law. We'll be right back with our TCTV sports segment. Colin Kaepernick is urging a change and has decided to protest towards racial injustice and police brutality. Not to mention the death threats received by Kaepernick. This shows that if something were to happen, you have proved his point. Colin has continued to protest peacefully. Also, supporting his cause, Colin pledged to give $1 million to different organizations. Players across the country have taken notice, but not only in the NFL, but soccer, NBA, and also high school athletes. Kaepernick also spoke about the death of Terrence Crutcher. The Cleveland Browns started the season with optimism again. Recently, with signed quarterback Robert Griffin III, also healthy stars such as Joe Hayden and Josh Gordon were returning. Unfortunately, the Browns have started with 0 wins and 2 losses. At the home opener, the Browns unveiled the new Jim Brown statue. On the other hand, the Pittsburgh Steelers have started a strong campaign, getting 2 wins. Many have complimented the Steelers' defense. Their young secondary looks like the real deal. Wishing success to both teams throughout the season. The Cleveland Indians hold the best record in the American League Central Division and hold a 100% chance to make the playoffs in recent polls. This percentage has not changed even with the Indians recently losing 2 of their top 3 pitchers in Danny Salazar and Carlos Carrasco. Salazar, out indefinitely with a mild strain in his right shoulder, has a possibility to return for the playoffs, while Carrasco is believed to be out for the rest of the season with a broken thumb on his throwing hand. The Indians look to clinch a playoff spot during a 9-game homestand versus the Kansas City Royals, the Chicago White Sox, and the Chicago White Sox in the coming weeks.
The Chicago Cubs have guaranteed their spot in the 2016 MLB playoffs with #1 record in the National League of 94 wins and 55 losses. They are the favorites of many people to win the World Series this year by a big margin and are attracting a lot of attention. Last week, they clinched the National League Central Division title to be the first team in the majors to tie up their playoff berth. The former Denver Bronco quarterback Tim Tebow has signed a minor league contract with the New York Mets. Tebow tried out for 28 different major league teams, but the Mets were impressed. They signed him to a $100,000 contract through this, though scouts were worried how would Tebow perform since he has not played competitive baseball since high school. Tebow's skill set showed that he has solid power and bat speed. Noted U.S. Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte was attacked on stage by protesters during a taping of the live television show Dancing with the Stars. 2 guys from the audience in last Monday night's episode ran out to Lochte and attempted to tackle him while yelling chants about Lochte. Lochte has been a prominent figure in the news recently after admitting to lying to Rio police about being robbed in the final days of the Olympics last month. Since the incident, Lochte was released by many of his sponsors. That is it for this week's TCTV Sports Update. Stay tuned for previews of the 2016 homecoming events.
TCTV News, your only source for news and entertainment on campus.
Thiel College will break ground on a new $4.5 million science connection on October 1st. The event is part of the college's 2016 sesquicentennial homecoming celebration. The state-of-the-art complex will include 4 new science labs designed to allow for faculty and student research projects. This new structure represents the continued investment in the Thiel College mission to provide the best learning environment possible for their students. Thiel will be starting its 150th homecoming celebration Sunday, September 25th, 2016, with a 5K color dash. The color dash will be open to the public for all runners or walkers and held at Riverside Park in Greenville, PA. Runners and walkers should arrive at 8 a.m. for packet pickup, and the event will start at 10 a.m. All participants are given white t-shirts for the event and will be sprayed with brightly colored powders during the race. The event is $20 per person, and 50% of the profit received will be donated to local charities.
Thiel College 2016 Homecoming Weekend will take place September 30th through October 2nd. This year's celebration will involve a number of both new and traditional events for students, alumni, friends of the college, and Greenville community members to celebrate 150 years of Thiel College. Friday's events include the Blue Gold Golf Outing, a student and alumni networking reception, and a student pep rally. Saturday kicks off with the alumni softball and baseball games, followed by the annual homecoming parade at 1:30 on Main Street.
Tommy Tomcat right here, and we're gonna get crazy, baby. Woo!
The theme for this year's homecoming is Thiel: yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The Thiel Tomcats football team will take on the Washington and Jefferson Presidents in this year's homecoming game. Kickoff is scheduled for 3 o'clock on October 1st, following the annual homecoming parade. The Tomcats suffered a 28-65 loss to the Presidents in 2015 regular season. The team hopes that this hard work will help them to come out on top this year. A tailgate lunch will be held at the Alumni Stadium parking lot prior to the game as part of the homecoming celebration.
Always a favorite activity marking the coming of the fall season here on Thiel's campus, fraternity Kappa Sigma's annual Seesaw-a-thon will concede this year's homecoming festivities next week. We'll be sure to follow up on this story from last year and to see what's behind the young men on oversized playground equipment.
The Seesaw, as you see behind us, is a way that we started raising money for pediatric cancer about 21 years ago, when we were first colonized on Thiel's campus for Kappa Sigma. We raised it for St. Jude's Hospital for about 10 years, and then we switched it over to a local pediatric cancer patient and raised money. As you can see, we have people on the side of the street raising money to help us. But this past year, we switched it over to the Military Heroes Campaign.
Thanks for tuning in to the first TCTV newscast of fall 2016. Be sure to join us next week as we continue to bring international, region, and local news, as well as in-depth coverage of 2 issues, events, and activities here on campus. Visit our YouTube channel, Thiel TCTV, to view this and other newscasts. Until next week, I'm Jared Wilber.
And I'm Corey Lang for TCTV News.
Your only source for news and entertainment on campus.